The problem is, dude, you don't really have I've read a bit of it, and you need to have a consistent. You need to take lessons on how to do storytelling properly.
And this is coming from a guy who said that he knows that he's not a great writer. He knows how to tell great stories. Right.
Well, from what I've read of Tales of the Seashell, it's pretty bland. I mean, that's what I see it as. It's a pretty bland story. Nothing really unique or interesting on it. And I mean, I read a little bit. And it's just like, oh yeah, we're in the woods. Yeah, because of you. It's like something about birth and stuff. I was like, and the guy who drew it, the dude who drew that, he needs lessons too on drawing because a lot of it, the animation's really off at times. Looks good parts, looks ugly at parts.
Yeah, because that's what I really do not get with Stormsync, and this is a heart to heart with Stormsync. I mean, no real hatred. It's that you think you'd go by principle. I mean, you say one thing, you stick with it. I mean, granted, if you change your mind, explain why you changed your mind, and it's exactly what I with Stormsync months ago. I mean, he's done a video in the past where he basically bitched and moaned, or if he's not bitching about the job he works at, then he's bitching about the company itself, like with Resident Evil 6. I mean, if you hate your job so much, then why not invest in education? You're somewhat decent with drawing. I mean, you drew back in the day. You showed off some of your old drawings in one of his old videos a few years back, and that he was going to try to get into college. Why not do that? Why not do exactly what I spelled out to him in a private message on YouTube? Is um, sure, yeah, you can't really change your job because of the economy, but if your wife doesn't work, she could try to pick up a part-time job so that the bills do not fall behind, and then enroll in a college nearby, and take up a few courses in art and writing, to, what was the word? Get the kinks out to improve yourself. Draw the comic from there, from scratch, starting over. Remap the story from the first page if you have to. Get people's opinions on the comic book, if they like it, what they don't like about it, and if it's good to enough people, then you can present it to a comic book company and try to get a job there, and draw comics for them, for their line of comic books, and I'm sure you'd be making a shitload of more money than you make at Walmart.
Mm. When it comes to Storm's think it's just like I don't hate the guy at the same time though. I just don't really care for him. I think he's kind of a hack of a reviewer. He's not very good. I think he made his comic to get rich quick. I mean, he's one of those guys who wants to get rich no matter what. So he does create get rich quick schemes,
Yeah.
like his comic, like his websites. It's just he wants to be like irate gamer. No, not well, no, not irate gamer. AVGN, Nostalgia Critic. He wants to be like them, but he doesn't have what they have. He doesn't have the comedy they can bring and the presence they bring on screen. He'll never have that.
And I'm sure that they didn't have it right on the spot. That based on some of the old videos that Nostalgia Critic showed, like home movies he did, those look pretty terrible. I mean, bad. And he had the guts to show those off. As a peacekeep, make up with what is it, Mara Wilson or something? What's her name?
Mara
Marla.
Wilson, I thought that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like it takes a lot of guts to do that. It's like you're making fun of yourself, and I'm pretty certain that he didn't get popular just by the videos. I mean, he listened to the feedback. He came up with his own material. And Stormsync, early on, he was pretty good. I mean, granted, some people like Zam think that he did it as a straight out scheme. Like, I'm trying to promote myself. I've got a Storms Inc. T-shirt and all that, and that could be very well correct. I'm not doubting them. I'm just saying, you started out with people liking your videos, and you had a ton of views, like thousands of views. I mean, when I started in 2008 or 2009 with watching Storm Stink's videos before starting videos myself, he was really real popular. And then he started the website, and when people were telling him, don't, stop loading the videos on your website, put them on your channel, and he didn't listen. And then when one day he just snapped and blamed them and gave them the finger. That's when the downfall started.
That wasn't his brightest move to blame his friend, to blame people for his mistakes.
Yeah, and then he tried to say that he learned. He said, "Stop making videos on on your website. Uh, put them on your channel." And he did that only after he lost his partnership. He didn't bring that up. I mean, if he put the videos back on his channel before losing his partnership, then there could be a chance. But it's like he can't ever, I don't know, own up to anything. He has to say, well, they're hating on me just for the sake of it, when we have a valid arguments. I mean, it's not hatred that we're presenting. We're saying, here's how we're viewing it. If we're wrong, then by all means, explain yourself. But no, it's they're personally attacking me, and he has other people basically defending him.
Well, I don't know. I mean, whether it's gonna, I'm not sure what's gonna happen next with Storm Sync and all that stuff. But at this point, it's gonna be, you know what? I'm not sure what his next thing is gonna be. I really don't. But his comic book, that thing's pretty much not good. They're not gonna do any more lines, I think, because they should have all 10 already done by now.
Yeah, it's pretty clear that, like I already brought up, in my personal point of view, from what I've seen right now and knowing Stormsync in the past, it doesn't look like he's going to continue on with the comic book.
Anyways,
Yeah, whether it be the Expo or maybe he can't, like what the Wall said, he thinks that maybe Stormsync can't afford to pay Andrew anymore.
well, at this point, I don't know what's gonna happen. I just kind of stop paying attention to Storm Sync. He's irrelevant to this point. Anyways, is there anything else tonight?
Not that I can think of.
Alright, then I guess we'll wrap this up.
Yeah.
Alright, then you've been listening to the Manoftomorrow podcast. We will see you guys later. Good night.